That was the third in a row, and all are in grand disarray. Of course, the police are still struggling to explain them. Oh, there's a wizard involved.
Extra, extra! Turning a blind eye. A blind duel takes another victim. Von Staub's murderer remains at liberty. Interested in some Cordona news? Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Magic is all the rage these days.
Well, aren't you a dashing young man? May I ask your name?
Sherlock Holmes at your service.
I'm Lady Carr, but please, call me Miriam. How have I never seen you at any of my parties? Oh, you've missed out on so much fun. The latest one was a blast. First, a magic show, and then, to everyone's surprise, an audacious burglary.
I beg your pardon, Lady Carr, but why are you so excited? Wasn't it your house that was burgled?
Let me ask you, have you ever witnessed a crime at a party? Of course not, but my guests have. Oh, it was a night to remember. Everyone's gone home, but at least I have these fine gentlemen here to keep me company.
This looks quite lax for a police investigation.
I'm sure the officers are eager to sink their teeth into the case, but I thought a small aperitif wouldn't hurt. Nothing like a little champagne to get the brain working, I say.
Could you be more specific? What exactly happened?
Well, there were drinks and hors d'oeuvres, followed by more drinks, of course. And then we gathered to watch the amazing Alonso saw himself in half. Oh, it was breathtaking. Some guests had to be revived with smelling salts. Then I invited everyone upstairs to see Abel's collection of curios. And there, someone had stolen Abel's treasure.
Who is Abel? Your husband, I take it?
Yes. My Abel is a famous, what do you call it, astrologist. He travels the world, digging up saucy sculptures, old chamber pots, that kind of thing. You boys and your silly hobbies.
You mentioned a treasure.
Frankly, I have no idea what it is. Some kind of shell the size of a dinner plate. Didn't look that valuable to me. Abel brought it back from America, a place called Massachusetts or something.
You mean Massachusetts?
Yes, Massachusetts, that's what I said. He's been strangely obsessed with it ever since. Locked it inside a chest like some treasure. Poor Abel, he's going to be so upset when he returns.
I'd like to take a look upstairs where the burglary took place.
Certainly, be my guest. Such panache. You have to see it to believe it.
Sir, I only just washed the upstairs floor. Just stay down here until it dries.
Shards of a broken bottle. That must have been one wild party.
Oh gosh, I feel sorry for the housemaid. Sherry, we are spending too much time hunting criminals and too little time carousing. These people certainly know how to have fun.
Lady Calf certainly spares no expense.
Remember we did the same trick back in the day. It takes two to perform it.
This ribbon bears faint traces of soot. Short brown hair without a root.
Well, there ain't any rabbits in this hat.
This deceptively simple box is actually an elaborate apparatus. An industrial-looking saw, I imagine it's fairly loud. Alonso must be a short, lean person to be able to fit inside. The saw was working for several minutes to build up tension in the audience.
can tell this one is old.
I'm not half bad, am I? You have to admire the gall.
This doesn't make sense. Why haul this machine up here if one could just steal the chest?
It looks like a leaf from a fruit tree. Botany's not exactly my forte, but it could be a pomegranate, possibly? To saw the chest and mask the sound, the thief used the same equipment as in the magic trick, and at exactly the same time. That's it, a pomegranate.
This ladder's pretty long.
Long enough to reach the first floor. These gardening clothes look dirty, but those aren't grass stains. It's paint. These are fake. The rubber is very thin, too thin for actual gardening work. Large boot, size 9. I can tell you how the crime occurred, Ma'am, but first, if you'll indulge me, you don't have a full-time gardener, do you?
No, I don't. Why, do you think the lawn needs mowing?
Your lawn is perfectly fine. I just wanted to confirm my theory. The thief was disguised as a gardener in order to blend in with the servants. He used a ladder to climb up to the first floor and later escape.
But the sawing? Surely we would have been alerted by the sound.
Ah, this is where it gets interesting. You see, the thief timed it precisely to match Alonso's performance. Evidently, he knew the trick inside out.
Golly gosh, that makes it even more extraordinary. Mr. Holmes, you are a delight. You absolutely must come to my next shindig.
I can't think of anything I'd rather do less, but this investigation is far from over. Farewell. Magic is all the rage these days.
My apologies, but I am not in the mood for visitors. Not after the debacle that was my last auction. Stolen from by my own valet. Bitten by the viper I nursed in my bosom. Oh, the indignity.
Oh, drama indeed. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I could help you get to the bottom of this.
Sir Finley Lane. Philanthropist, industrialist, art collector. It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I suppose I could use your help, if only to confirm my suspicions about Vincent.
Could you tell me more about Vincent?
A scoundrel with one leg and two faces. He's been my valet for a dozen years. Who would have thought that he would stoop so low as to steal from me?
Vincent has only one leg.
He lost his right leg in the Crimean War, but despite his age and his peg leg, he's actually quite spry on his foot. I took him in, gave him a job, and this is how he repays me.
What happened at the auction?
I intended to sell the gem of my collection, Cordona cypresses, to fund an orphanage. God knows we need to take some of these poor waifs off the streets. To entertain my guests before the bidding, I arranged a magic show. When it was over, I went upstairs to the gallery, and it was gone. The cypresses were gone!
Did your guests enjoy the show?
Oh, yes. The amazing Alonso is well worth the money. The orange trick was nothing short of amazing. Everyone was completely enthralled.
So you suspect your valet of stealing the painting?
There's no one else to suspect. He's the only person other than myself who was upstairs that day. He had asked for a day off only the night before, so I was a little surprised when he came here just before the auction.
Did he tell you why?
Something about a damaged wallpaper roll. I'm refurbishing some rooms, you see, but that's his job. I don't bother myself too much with the details.
I'd like to take a look upstairs where the burglary took place.
Well, you look like a decent man, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to my gallery. It's the only copy, so please don't lose it.
Pretty big for an orphanage. An ambitious project. These must be the names of the contributors.
The next lot is Sherlock's Unmentionables. Do I hear £500? 400?
Secret compartments are hidden amongst the fake foliage. Nothing but a clever illusion.
These are real sweet-smelling oranges, not props.
There are traces of concealer on the rim. Pushing this button makes the oranges grow within seconds.
Oh, someone spilled the paint. Mind your step, Sherry.
The paint splatters on the plank and floor don't match up.
Fella's only got one leg. Can't blame him.
Right, footprint, size 9.
If it were up to me, this renovation would have been much nicer.
The frame is intact, he took only the canvas. The end's in Miner's End. The end of what?
Of some miners, apparently.
It doesn't matter who squeezes the oranges, what matters is who gets the juice. Cordona cypresses, Angelo Cicchetti, 1840. The thief entered the house disguised as Vincent, removed his fake peg leg, and walked across the plank to the gallery where he stole the painting.